to my empire. Step up to the fire.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Lala, aka the baddest woman of YouTube. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to comment down below as well. Normally I come to you with like funny video, like funny stuff or reviews or anything like that. But this is kind of like a serious matter as we speak. So if you guys watched my last story time about the cutoff point where I explained, this lighting is kind of trash, but we're gonna go through with it. How I explained, whereas the person I was friends with, well, now based on her actions and what events has took place, right now I just look at her as my arch nemesis. Like, it's getting to the point really right now because of everything that has transpired. Even after my story time aired, I don't want nothing to do with this girl. Like, I'm finished with her. Pretty much she is like dead to me. And it's rare that I say that because I don't bother nobody. Like, I don't pick fights. Like, the only time I fight back unless I feel like I'm being provoked. So the next situation I want to go ahead and bring up is pretty much, you guys remember Bay. You know, y'all saw him on my YouTube channel for a little bit. Now that situation where me and him is finished. We started talking in June, and now September I decided to pull the plug. Hence why, because we started out cool. I would say, you know, how we met. We met like at a party. Then after the party, days after the party, he had hit me up, said he was interested in me, which that was fine because I was still questioning about it, like, why me? Because how he looked, I was like, a girl like me would never, you know, was not in his league. So I was trying to figure out, like, okay. So we spent a couple of date times with each other and, you know, got to know each other a little bit here and there. And we was feeling each other, but there were some good times and there were some bad times. The good times were we spent a lot of time. Well, he would come over to my house, or sometimes I would come over to his house. But majority of the time he was over to my house. That we had so much fun. We hung out. Hell, I even had him watching wrestling, for God's sakes. Okay, so if you're hanging with me, all my other dudes will tell you, we gonna sit down and watch Monday Night Raw. We're gonna watch SmackDown. We're gonna watch shit, I don't know. We're gonna watch whatever pay-per-view that comes on, you know, and I have the WWE Network now. So any dude who has talked to me, dated me, knows I am a wrestling geek to the day I die. So he respected that, which I liked it about him, because in order for you to get with me and understand me, be around me, you gotta understand the fact that I watch a lot of wrestling. I'm sorry. So the first time there was like the first situation we came across, it was like bad, was when I got mad at him about something, like using one of my videos, whatever. Him and his friend, I got mad at him and his friend, and I think it was just like, you know, my bad on my accord. But at the same time, he got mad, and then all of a sudden, like, he fucking just spazzed out and said, okay, I'm done with you, and to think I liked you, I'm not going to use you. Don't go around tell people that. I was like, well, okay, dude, whatever. Like, at first I was crying. I was upset. Like, dude, like, let's just work this out. But then I was just like, fuck it. I tried. You know, you want to be a dirt and want to come at me sideways. Okay, cool. I got you. But then later on, he talked to me, and we talked it out. And then we spent some more time with each other. And then there was another situation, whereas he had this habit of like not communicating very well. Now, I know I mentioned this in the beginning when we started talking, was like, you know, I'm big on communication, and don't have me out here looking goofy in these streets. I know I told this to this man. So mind you, I'm gonna say this again, and y'all gonna figure out why I'm saying this. I told him, if we're gonna do this, I'm big on communication. and don't have me out here looking goofy in these streets. So we spend more time with each other. We hung out. I mean, to the point the boy got me watching The Flash on Netflix. But then after I broke up with him, I stopped watching that shit. To be honest, I stopped watching it. Like I didn't get into it no more. I was like, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm not watching The Flash no more. Because the only reason why I watched it because it was sick with him because he was gonna hang out with me and he was gonna be watching The Flash at my house. Hence he ain't here. We gonna get to that. So good times, good times, good times. Then it was another situation. I felt like I had to question it again. Whereas I called him one weekend and I called him just say hi, whatever. He didn't pick up. But then I look over on social media. This fool is at Area 4, posted up with his friend them. So I said, okay, cool. So I was like really down. I was really pissed off. I know I told a bunch of people what happened. And then later on, he had hit me up. We started talking. And then I wanted to go get my oil change, whatever. But I totally forgot that I had to go pick him up. But I was like, dude, I really went to go get my oil change, but it might come in later. So he started catching an attitude, talking about how I don't think this is going to work because we don't spend time with each other. I was like, okay, cool. If you want to break up with me because I want to go get my oil change before picking you up, fine. Later on again, I get a text message from him. So it was like a whole vicious cycle. Like right when I'm like, okay, I'm leaving, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Okay. Then he for some reason, I don't know what the hell happened. We hung out again. Way before it was time for him to leave because I know he told me he was going out of town. So we hung out a couple of more times. And the communication again was a little laggy. So I started questioning, I don't, I'm big on communication. If you feel like you don't want to talk to me, cool. Leave me alone. So this is when I know the end was near. When he went out of town, literally when he went out of town, because he went to Ohio, I went to go call him to see if he was okay. I would text him, we would communicate this, that, and the third. After we communicated, as soon as he touched down, I didn't even know he touched down in Ohio. He didn't tell me anything like that. I had to find out again on social media. I'm like, okay, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. Then, we got into communication, and around that time, that's when I went ahead and put him on of this Facebook group that I was about to be an admin on. So when I started on being an admin on that team, when I put him on that, the creator, I'm going to call her Miss Harper. I told him who he was. I told her who he was, and this and the third, everything was cool. Put him on, and then, we were still being good, after, I would say, afterwards, shit had really hit the fan when me and my arch nemesis went at it at a different Facebook group. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you may want to go back to my story time when I mentioned that. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she, out of nowhere, Miss Harper was getting at me, talking about take down the post, this and the third. I said, no, ma'am. That's in two different groups. It wasn't here. And I already told me and Shorty had beef. And woo-de-woo-de-woo. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. You already know Shorty and I had beef. So why you getting at me? She is making it seem like, oh, you're admin. You should be better than that. And then all of a sudden, oh my God. Hello? Okay, give me a minute because I'm recording. Bye. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. So that's when Bay started jumping in like, oh, law, you bigger than that, da da da. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm about to go do some YouTube shit. He's like, oh, well, don't go on YouTube, going off, da 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 da. So what the fuck you talking about? Then he proceeds to tell me like, oh, don't go on YouTube, like putting people on blast because, you can't do that. That's not a good look for you. People don't want to work with you and do business for you, especially with your brand. I'm sorry. I didn't know I made you my manager. And majority of people that stride and blow up, they're the most problematic ones. And I'm subscribed to probably like one or two or three of them. So I don't know where the fuck he was getting at saying that shit. Then all of a sudden, when I was trying to apologize to Miss Harper, she caught a little snippy attitude. And that's when he had hit me up again, like a sidebar, like, oh, just chill, you don't want to get kicked out. I said, look, if I get kicked out, I get kicked out. The fuck? That shit ain't hurting my feelings. The fuck you mean? I'm trying to be an adult. So that's when I know stuff was going down here. The communication was going left. This fucker will be on social media, then communicate with his girl. So I felt like, how can I go around saying I have a boyfriend where the boyfriend is not communicating with me? So the straw really had hit the camel's back, not once but twice. That Friday before I broke up with him. No, that Friday, I was thinking about that Friday, the Friday before I was breaking up with him. I called him and we had a conversation and he's having an attitude like, well, people on Facebook know about us. I said, okay, what are you talking about? Well, you be liking and commenting stuff under my posts. And I'm thinking like, what are you talking about? I haven't gone on your page. So then before we could even talk, he was like, oh, I'll call you back. He had a whole attitude. So I was like, all right, whatever. Saturday, I texted him and I called him. So I said, hey, babe, your headphones, what you want me to do with them? Because, they're still in my house and I almost threw them away. You know what this idiot did? Curb me and jump right in the group chat to act like he's talking business. So I said, you know what? Alright. To me, that was a big fuck you. And pretty much you dubbed me. So you won't dub me. Okay, I got you, boo-boo. So around the time I took out my braids. No, I remember I was wearing the poof around the time. Now, around the time that shit was being rocky, I knew also that the end was near between us because my eyes started to wander. I started looking at other dudes. But again, I started looking because I got to the point, let me end this shit now because I know I'm going to freaking cheat and I'm going to end up getting me a side dude. Y'all heard me, subscribers. Don't judge me. And I didn't want karma knocking on my door. And then on top of that, for some reason, every freaking day, even when I was going to work, I was listening to Return of the Mac every freaking day. So I knew it was a sign for me to get the fuck out of Dodge. So that day, I texted him when I was about to go to work. I said, hey, dude, I don't think this is going to work. We should just be friends. Just make sure my people, them, you take care of with a DJ. I ain't get no response until later on. Because I made sure I text him in both pages, his phone number, and his IG. So he could get loud and clear that I don't want to do this anymore. So he texted me back saying that, I don't know, he said, okay, fine. He was like, he did the shrug. The shrug emoji. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, the shrug emoji. He did that. So I'm like, okay, cool. He cool about it. So I get a message back the same day. I don't call you because there's nothing you can do for me to help me. And all you're going to do is tell me about your problems or your hectic day. I've got a lot going on here. I was just giving you a break, but whatever. How the fuck you going to give me a break? I don't even do breaks at my job. The only breaks I know is breaks at work or breaking my foot up on somebody's ass. So that's not going to fly well with me. I don't know what girlfriend and what realm that you're going to sit here and say, oh, I'm going to give you a break. No, fuck a break. It's either we're going to be together or we're going to break up. I chose that route to pull the plug, and he didn't handle it very well. He was like, I was like, first of all, you had time to be, I told him, I said, look, you had time to be in the group chat. Even being in social media in general, I called to see if you was good, but I said, look, we could be friends. Well, that's business. You're not business. Okay, fuck you then. And then I said, well, but you can stand and make room for me. But like I said, it's better. We're better off as friends. No hard feelings. He's like, oh, I'm not even in Georgia. Okay, what does got to do with it? I said I felt like the communication was lacking, and I told him he got at me about your friends finding out that I was your girl. Um, then you was more in business than in me, so I'm okay. We should be friends. And this is when I thought like I should have took this response. He said, I guess if you want to take it. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, yeah, we should just be friends. Like I kept it pushing. He's like, you still saying that? I said, okay, so I'm confused. He's like, I don't know why. I said, I thought we talked about this on Tuesday. He said, SMH, never mind. Okay, cool. So right after that, right, this fool proceeds. I kid you not. And I have receipts when he did this. He goes back in the group chat. This is when I made my fucking exit. And when I tell you the shit that I saw, that I was disgusted by, I wanted to like just scream. Literally scream. Let me see if I can find it, because I wanted to fucking scream. I wanted to holler. I wanted to like throw hands. Let me see if I can find it. He said, I think I might be exiting. People think that because I don't message them and I don't message in the group chat, I'm ignoring them. Please, this is business. This is pleasure. So to make her feel some type of way, I'm exiting the group and the chat. If you have any questions or need anything, I'm still available. This is eliminate any services that this won't eliminate any services that I may be able to provide, or any events I have agreed to participate or in contact, or you can contact Loud Blue for any info you might need. So this fucker already went back in the group chat, the group admin chat that I was in, and basically like I was the bad guy, and he ran back and told Miss Harper and told other people what was going on, because they was trying to figure out like what's going on. Oh my god, whoop de whoop. That's when Miss Harper jumped down my fucking throat like a psychopath. Lala, what's going on again? And I'm like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. I don't know what this nigga told this woman, but we not doing this. I was like, I don't know, player. I'm trying to brush it off. Nah. Then she come, I got receipts. I was like, oh shit, the jig is up. So this nigga fucking snitched too. This is what shit that pissed me off with the first person, with my arch nemesis. She snitched too. The thing I don't like that like fucking like grinds my gears is the snitching. This is what we're doing. We're snitching now? Okay, cool. So I exit stage left from the admin chat and from the group altogether. Then this fucker hits me back on some crazy shit. I don't know. He said, have fun, and tentative as you didn't think to ask me what's going on. I tell this fucker, how, my dear, if you're avoiding my text? Like, I don't get why you left the chat. You was good with your business opportunities with Miss Harbor. Don't make me breaking up with you. Stop your blessings. So pretty much, he was trying to sabotage what I had going on over there. So I said, you know what? I was already on my way out, so let me leave. So everything was regular as usual. Friday, we paid him for the game night event that y'all saw on my YouTube, that y'all saw on my YouTube channel. It's still there. And we paid him. So the day of the event, of the game night, that we're supposed to have the DJ for the services, I get told, hey, can you hit old boy up, because the DJ is telling him that the DJ told him that, oh, He's not aware about the speakers. I said, excuse me? This is when I had a Booker T moment. I said, tell me he did not just say that. So I'm hitting up Bay. Well, ex-Bay now. I'm hitting him up. No response. I understand where he was at. Now I found out he was in Chicago at a family matter that I'm not going to discuss because that's not my place. I'm hitting him up. No response, no response, no response, no response, no response. I got to the venue. I saw two of my colleagues. I burst into tears and I had to confess to them what was going on. So, whereas luckily, by the grace of God, I talked to the DJ that's supposed to be his boy. The DJ tells me he didn't know about the contract, he didn't know about the payment, he didn't know about the speakers. So it came to my conclusion that ex-Bay, aka now my ex, tried to do some sucker shit. Sorry, I'm raising my voice right now because I'm really like pissed off about this. He tried to do some sucker shit. So not only you did some snitch bitch shit, you did some sucker shit. Then on top of that, you still probably didn't pay him for his services for the party that he did for us. Okay. So what I did was I took the initiative and took it to with my people. Them, I said I want him gone out this group by somehow today. Both pages gone, because pretty much my people them saw like that was some dumb shit that he did. So with that being said, in conclusion of what I went through throughout the whole month of September, people was not letting me be great. Where my arch nemesis, whereas even after the story time I did this, kind of find out, I don't know, whereas I found out she wanted to wish bodily harm on me. Then I got a message from one of her friends them that I got saved. I didn't know I needed a priest. I'm done with her. She's dead to me. Now my ex, I'm done with him. He's dead to me as well. So y'all excuse me. We're going to be back to normal schedule. I have an empire to run because I do not have time whatsoever to be going to war with this person, going to war with that person, just to drag me down to the fiery pits of hell. No. We're not doing that. So, till then, stay tuned for my Facebook segment, because now you're going to realize once you watch the story time with that situation, and now you're watching this story time, now you see what the fuck I'm talking about. Till then, like I said, I have an empire to run.